Welcome back to another live stream. Today we're going to be talking about the altcoins, which I believe are going to explode this summer. We're going to discuss Bitcoin dominance as it continues its downtrend. And I'm going to be going through all of your questions in the chat. So guys, smash the likes as you're joining into the live stream. Get your questions in the chat as well. It's going to be a very productive stream today. A lot's going on. Cool. So I have been talking now on the channel for quite a few days, quite a few weeks actually, about the key level on the Bitcoin dominance chart. I've been talking about the 786 fib level and how I expect it to play out as major resistance for Bitcoin dominance. And there's been lots of experts in the comments telling me, no, we're going to the 70s, we're going to the 80s, guarantee. We're not going to see any sizable drawdown on Bitcoin dominance at all. And what I've said to them is look at what happened the last time Bitcoin dominance came into contact with a fib level. We had that drawdown in November to January where we all made a ton of money. I mean, I made countless gains during that period of time. I think we made around 12x on Mumu the Bull. We made a 5, 6, 7x, something like that on Sui. We made countless gains. I mean, too many different X's to count. It was ridiculous. It was phenomenal. Now, we're not at that point yet with this rally, but we're seeing some early warning signs that are suggesting we are going to see a maintained drawdown, a sustained drawdown on Bitcoin dominance in the coming weeks. And the key thing for me is the way how we came into contact with that fib level, and we've seen 2 consecutive red weekly candle closes, and we're now going into the third, and the third is actually bigger than the other 2 now, I think. This candle, the third candle. We're seeing a drawdown on dominance, guys. So you can keep thinking we're going into the 70s. And by the way, I think we will go into the 70s at some point, probably in the bear market. But I think before then, we get a very nice rally with the altcoins. And you guys know which altcoins I've been talking about for a while. You guys know the ones I think are going to pump a ton. Aerodrome's looking really good since it hit that fib level, or it almost hit that fib level that I outlined in my Aerodrome video. Another great call. And Say also looks like it's ready to start moving up as well. Ondo as well. Across the board, guys, we're seeing really, really good things. However, there are some hurdles along the way. Ethereum has major, and I mean major, resistance coming up in the chart. You can see this kind of box I've outlined here. This is pretty big resistance for Ethereum. It needs to get above that. If it gets above that, I'm targeting $4,000 per coin for Ethereum pretty much imminently. It won't take long until we get there once we surpass this level. And you can see how many times we've rejected here. The only issue I'm seeing is we've got high stochastic RSIs and we're below support. I mean, we're below resistance. So there's a good chance we actually reject here, and then it's the next move we go back up. That's what I was saying on previous live streams, that I don't necessarily think this is the full-on altcoin season move just yet, but I do believe we'll hit alt season this summer. It's just probably going to take a couple of weeks until we get there. But right now, we're certainly looking good. We just have to break above this resistance on Ethereum, and I kind of fear that there's a chance we reject here at first, then we come back down, and then it's that move where we break out. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But obviously, anything can happen in the crypto space. So yeah, it's great to see dominance reducing. All the signs are there, guys. All the signs are there for a really good run on the altcoins. It's just a matter of being patient now and holding in your positions, holding your conviction plays, and you will be rewarded. We've seen this time and time again in crypto. The people who hold strong, the people who believe in their plays, they get rewarded. The guys who are in the degen groups just trading crap coins all day long, usually they get wrecked. The guys flip-flopping every 5 seconds, usually they get wrecked. The people who have conviction in their plays, like I do, in Sui, Casper, Tau, Ondo, Say, Arrow, and a few others, we get rewarded in this market because we hold the quality, and the quality always wins in the end. Sometimes there'll be pain along the way, but in the long run, the quality wins. And that's what I believe is going to happen. So shout out to everyone in the stream. Appreciate you all being here. Shout out to Bren. Absolutely, man. Shout out to Bren in the VIP. He helps so many members. Exactly. Bren is a great guy. Great guy. And he's a genius as well. He's a very smart guy. So there is a bit of a method to the madness. You know, it's organized chaos. That's what you get with Bren. He's an absolute genius guy. And quite often what you find with these guys who they've got these kind of genius minds, sometimes their head can seem like it's all over the place. Sometimes it can seem a bit hectic, but there's a method to the madness, right? They have a passion for what they do. And I can resonate with that as well sometimes. I mean, sometimes my head can be all over the place. But yeah, man, people need to give Bren some respect, man. That guy gives crazy amounts of effort for the group. And he's made people a ton of money. The thing is as well, right? In crypto, people might think you're a flip-flop if you change your opinions quite regularly. But that's how traders are, right? 1 week they're bullish, 1 week they're bearish. That's how a trader is. That's just the game at the end of the day. Long term, we're always bullish, but medium to short term, things can change very quickly. Right now, I'm neutral. And I think Bren is neutral as well. But right now, I am very neutral because whilst things look bullish, especially with dominance and especially with altcoins, I'm neutral on Bitcoin because Bitcoin is sitting below key resistance. We haven't had a breakout yet. So you can say, oh, we're really bullish, we're going to Valhalla, and it might look like that. But look at the resistance line we've got on Bitcoin. We're not above it yet. Until we get above that level, ideally on a weekly close, we're still kind of in a no man's land scenario. Also, I want to give another shout out to Bren as well. He's been killing it with some of the calls lately. I know a lot of you guys have been booking those free 10 to 15 minute calls. Highly recommend you do that if you haven't already. There is a link in the description to go ahead and book a call with my right-hand man, with my closest representative in the group. I've got Bren and I've got Cryptex. Those two guys help me out a ton. And you can go and book a free call with him. Link down below. Highly recommend it. He's going to go through some stuff with you. It's only going to be a quick call. You know, if you want an in-depth call with him, then I highly recommend paying for one. You can go much more in depth. He'll plan it a lot more, give you very clear instructions on what I would personally do. But yeah, I mean, if you want a quick chat, 10 minutes or so, why not? It's free. Just book a quick 10-minute chat. Talk to him about your portfolio, any questions you've got. It's going to be a big help. The guy is very knowledgeable and he's helped a ton of people already. You can go and read some of the reviews. I mean, they've been spot on. And if you have had a call with Bren, go and drop a review on the what page as well. What are your thoughts on Dow GE to compete with SPX 6900? DJI 6930. 17 million market cap, no listings. Oh, Doge. Why did I pronounce it Dow GE? Oh, because it is the Dow, right? You've got the Dow Jones. I get it now. So it's like a play on words, wordplay with Doge and Dow. I mean, the meme's good, but we need listings, right? Until it gets any listings, I'm not going to believe that it's a worthy competitor. I'd need to see some of the backers and the listings first, but the actual name, it's not bad. What are my thoughts on Cookie DAO? I prefer virtuals. I've got to be honest with you. I think virtuals is a better play. And I've had virtuals for a long period of time now. I'm up very nicely on virtuals, actually. A nice kind of 3x or so. Cookies DAO, it's decent. I just wonder about the actual token utility, that's all. And it has broken down below the golden pocket, so it's kind of in a no man's land scenario where I would expect probably lower prices. Celestia is good, but I don't know about it as an investment, but as a protocol, as a project, it's top quality. What's the top on Say? Anywhere between $1 to $2, I expect, for Say. It could go a bit higher, though. Say $8 to $10? No, I think that's preposterous. That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous target. $10 for Say? Seriously? $38x from here? Are you kidding me? If only it was that easy. We'd all just put our life savings into Say and come out with a 38.4x on our money. $1 million goes to 38.4 million within a few months. No, I don't believe that's not realistic at all. That's in my opinion ridiculous as a price target. You're way off. I mean, nothing's impossible, right? Nothing's impossible, but I think that's ridiculous. And I'm bullish on Say. You legend, thank you. Appreciate the support. Nasana, how's it going? Appreciate the support, guys. What do I think about ALT, Altocin? It's very new. Let's take a quick look. Is it on CoinMarketCap? Because if it's not, I'm not going to review it. You're talking about Altcoin, is that it? Again, guys, no listings. We need coins that have exchange listings. What's going on with these coins that don't have listings? We need centralized exchange listings, guys. I'm not trusting broke teams. I wouldn't buy a stock on the stock market if the team had no money, if they had no liquidity, because they'd be broke. Wouldn't be worthwhile. Same thing applies to crypto. What are your thoughts on taking profits on my Bitcoin at a 3.5x and moving down the risk curve? Always appreciated. No problem, man. Yeah, I've personally taken some money out of Bitcoin so far this cycle and moved it into altcoins, and I'm glad I did it, to be honest. Bitcoin kind of looks like it's starting to stall out a little bit. I personally don't think there's huge legs left in Bitcoin's price action this bull run. I think it's maybe 80% through its bull run, and we're kind of just in that last little leg now. Whereas the altcoins, they've barely even gotten started yet. So I think there's a big catch-up trade with the altcoins to Bitcoin. So yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea at all, selling some Bitcoin for altcoins. But I wouldn't sell all of it, but just 10% or so. There's no harm in doing that. But it's up to you, man. Why not? Say can do what Sol did in 2021, top of the... Everyone says this though, bro. Every single altcoin fan base says, oh, Solana went to that, Say can do it, or Ondo can do it, or Aptos can do it, or Sui can do it. They say it about every coin. They say the same thing about every coin. Solana did this, therefore my coin can do this. Very rarely plays out. Say is a great coin. Do not get me wrong. But to say that it's going to do a Solana run, we'll have to wait and see. Time will tell. I think it's got a ton of potential, 100%. Could it do a 10x maybe and go to $2.60? It's possible. but I don't see a 38x or 40x or anything like that. Supra looking strong, coming for Sei and Sui. I don't know about that. Looking strong. Are you kidding me? Nah, you must be joking, man. This must be satire, surely. Surely you're joking around. Looking strong? What chart are you looking at? Coming for Sei and Sui, man. What's up with you guys today? Some of these comments. Wow. Honestly, from what I saw when I read into Supra, the actual white paper, stuff about the project, it looked decent. But it doesn't look strong in terms of a chart. The chart looks horrendous. The chart looks terrible. Best play in the stablecoin narrative. Ondo would be my number one play. Ondo ties into the stablecoin narrative and the tokenization narrative. They have their own US dollar yield coin, which you can buy. You can see here, right? 4.29% APY, institutional grade cash management. So it's basically kind of like the stablecoin narrative, right? I mean, it's treasuries, tokenized treasuries. They're not stable. It's not the same thing. But treasuries, stable coins, tokenization, I think they all kind of overlap into one overarching narrative, right? But man, Ondo, I've been making some big, big moves. Big moves. They have the USDY, US dollar yield token. So it's it's basically a stable coin, right? I mean, it's not the same thing. Or is it? I mean, it says here, enjoy the utility of stablecoins. So yeah, I mean, it technically would be a stablecoin. So yeah, you get the profits from US treasuries, essentially. That's how they pay you. 4.29% APY through the stablecoin. So that's pretty impressive. And they also are going to be tokenizing the entire stock market. Ondo is a big, big player. So if I was looking for a project which tied into that narrative, I'd be going with Ondo. Sei as well. Sei were considered to be the number one chain for stablecoins. Wyoming were looking at a layer one to build their stablecoin on, a state-backed stablecoin, and Sei was one of the main contenders they were looking at, the top two. So Sei and Ondo both tie into that narrative for sure. Toshi listed on Coinbase. Let's see the Toshi chart. See what's going on with Toshi. Yeah, so Toshi respected the fibs, which is good. Toshi's decent. What's the market cap, though? It's got a pretty high market cap, 200 million. So Toshi's a decent bet. I like the listings for it, for sure. But one other bet I really like on base would be NPC. It's half the size of Toshi. It also has decent listings, not as good as Toshi, but the listings are certainly good. And I just think the meme's better. Like, it's a cultural meme. I prefer these types of memes as opposed to just like the random animals and stuff, right? Like, this is an actual thing that people know, like NPCs, non-playable characters. It's funny, you know? It's relatable. Who can relate to just a random animal? But I like Toshi. I'm just saying NPC, to me, has better memetics. Market cap of 30 billion is nothing. Well, how come there's barely been any coins that have got to that then, if it's nothing? If it's so easy, why haven't 100 coins hit that market cap yet in crypto? In all the years crypto's been around, there's only a handful of projects which have got to 30 billion. I mean, did Avalanche even get to that last bull run? I don't even think Avalanche got to that. Or maybe it did just. I know Polkadot exceeded it. What did AVAX get to? Was it 20? 30. Yeah, it was 30. Avalanche only just got to 30. So, and that was like that was one of the number one layer ones from last bull run. There's just so much competition now. There's so many competitors in that layer one space. They can't all get to 30 billion. It's not that easy. Only the big winners are going to get to that market cap. What I think of S Fund, it's decent. Yeah, another thing that people say, another fallacy, bro. You're stuck with a bunch of fallacies right now, man. Hopium. You should change your name to Hopium, A&D. It's all Hopium. Like, yes, Doge and SHIB went to 45 billion. Back when there were barely any meme coins, and it was the biggest phenomenon ever known to crypto. Like, everyone was buying meme coins. So yeah, Doge and SHIB went to those market caps. Does that mean every single meme now is going to go to those market caps? Or just the memes that you like are going to go to those market caps? No. People need to stop just saying, oh, Doge and SHIB went to 45 billion. Brett can easily hit that. That's what I hear a bunch of YouTubers say. Doge and SHIB went to this. Brett can go to this. Fartcoin can go to this. SBX can go to this. Just basically any meme they like, they say is going to pull a Doge or a SHIB. And it's not going to happen. They need to come back to reality land and come out of cloud cuckoo land. I'm in reality. That's the thing. Most people in crypto, they're not in reality. They're just not. I am in reality. I have a good idea of where coins are going to go. And I've been proven right many times. And to just suggest that Say is going to go to a Solana market cap, I just don't buy it, man. And I'm a huge fan of Say. But just because Solana did something doesn't mean Say is going to do the same thing. Just because Doge and SHIB did something doesn't mean Pepe is going to do the same as them. Doesn't mean Brett's going to do the same, or Fartcoin, or SBX, or Toshi, or Turbo, or any meme that people like. Because people always use the same comparisons for their coins. Like you're doing it for Say. I'm sure the I'm sure the Supra fanboys are saying Solana went to this, Supra can go to it. I'm sure the Ondo guys are saying the same thing. I'm sure the Sui guys are saying the same thing. Basically, every layer one's fan base will all say it's the next Solana. They're not all going to be the next Solana, right? And this comes from someone, again, who's a big fan of Say. But we've got to be in reality, guys. We can't be in the clouds. That's how you get wrecked in crypto, is by being stuck in the clouds. Come back to Earth, come down to my level, and we'll have a reasonable discussion about where projects can go. But just blindly assuming every layer one that you like is going to 40x is going to get you wrecked. What do I think the hottest narrative will be? It's always layer ones, but I think the main narrative is going to be tokenization and stable coins. Those are going to be the main narratives going forward. AI as well and memes as well, but I think we're going to go into a period where all the conversation is around tokenization, stable coins, you know, those types of things. What are the best exchanges if you had to pick one? Mexi, I like, and then Kraken as like a tier one. Yeah, this cycle's Pepe. Here we go, another one. You know Pepe's still this cycle? Like that comment just makes no sense. It's just a bunch of nonsense. So first of all, I don't even know the coin. But again, it's the next Pepe. It's the next this. Same common fallacy land that people are stuck in. And what do you mean by this cycle's Pepe? Pepe was still a coin from this cycle. So you haven't even got your cycles right. Man. Yeah, Mavia saw a nice pump today. 600% increase in volume. Yeah, pretty good for Mavia. Do I think Popcat has some upside? Yeah, for sure. It's got some. It's got a decent community. But there's other meme coins I prefer. Personally, I prefer Fartcoin over Popcat. If Supra's price isn't golden, then I don't know what is. Bro, it's just constant dumps. And it might turn around at some point, you know, but clearly the insiders have been dumping on you this whole time. It may be the time now where it turns around, but it's a risky one to buy. What about Say today? Say's looking good. Good point on the market caps, Archie. Everyone just assumes that their coin is the next Solana or the next Doge. How often are people right with those expectations? Just set your bar, you know, realistically. Don't be always being a moon boy aiming for the highest possible scenarios you can think of. There's a bunch of YouTubers out there who do that. That doesn't stand. I don't stand that, you know, on this channel. We don't stand with that. We don't allow it. Do I think Millie will get any big exchanges? Maybe. If it remains the #1 meme on Say, there's a chance it will. But I'm not going to do what other YouTubers do and lie to you and say, oh, it's getting on Coinbase next week, guys. Buy in now. I'm not going to do that either. So if you want hopium and false expectations, there's another YouTuber out there who was talking about a meme recently that rugged that can do that for you. Yeah, Say's going to kill it. Say's going to do great. Just not a 40x. Pump Fund token bullish. It's mixed. Good and bad. It could act as a top signal for memes, but it's also, you know, good in a way because it brings more hype. Are you bullish on OTK? No, not at all, man. What's happened to OTK? I haven't checked this one in like years. Wow, it's kind of stayed around. Man, they have not built at all. Like, what has happened to their listings? These are the same listings for ages, I swear. When was the last time they got a listing? Basic games. Like, look, it can pump just based off the Solana narrative, but that's going to be it. It's not amazing. Yeah, all the XRP guys think XRP is the next Bitcoin. Exactly. Everyone thinks their coin's the next big thing. And quite often, it's just not. Yeah, Trump has Say and Ondo. Actually, I think he sold his Say, though. Someone was saying he did, but I don't really care. It doesn't make a difference to me. Do you see Bitcoin dominance dropping down to the next fib level before breaking 66? Yeah, I do. I do. That's exactly what I see. Well said. Good question, man. Finally, we got a great question. Yeah, I see dominance probably going down to like 60% again, maybe. It could come down to 56%, but one of the next two major fibs, either 56% or 61, like one of those two, it's gonna find some support. I don't think we're gonna see another Dogecoin this cycle. I think that was a once in a lifetime thing. Like we'll see other ones do great, like Pepe, Fartcoin, SBX, but I don't think we see one go to Dogecoin's market cap again. I just don't see that. But there'll be a few that maybe go to 10 billion, 20 billion, stuff like that. I think Fartcoin will do great. I think Brett will do great. SBX will do great. There's quite a few. I'm bullish on NPC and Ponky as well. I think those ones can do good. Yeah. That call will be great, man. Highly recommend everyone takes advantage of it. It's a completely free opportunity, like I say. You don't have to pay a penny. The opportunity to, speak to one of my representatives, go through your portfolio. It's an absolute no-brainer. So hit that link pinned in the comment section and book a call. Highly recommend it. But guys, these likes, not very happy with the likes today, honestly. Maybe I'm not going to do a stream tomorrow because of this, because it will hurt my feelings. 34 likes, 128 watching. Let's get those likes much higher, please. That would be very appreciated. We could do that. Not too happy with the likes today, guys. One click of a button, and you get free alpha for an hour. But if you don't click it, you won't get free alpha. Yeah, these are my coins right now. And you can see kind of ordered in terms of buys, in terms of preference right now. I think Sui's a decent buy, actually, Honestly, I think virtuals can go above render now. I kind of prefer virtuals. Virtuals can go... Wait, why did that just go? Virtuals... I think that can probably do 5 to 15x. And then we'll put render as an honorable mention. I still like render. I just think virtuals probably has a bit more potential, to be honest, from this point. What's a good beta play for ETH? Aerodrome all day long, bro. All day long. Aerodrome is by far the best beta play for Ethereum, because it's the DEX and the DeFi hub for the biggest layer 2 on Ethereum, which is Base. Base doesn't have a token, so how can you gain exposure to Base and speculate on it? You buy Aerodrome, and that's what the big players are doing in this market. So Aerodrome is a clear no-brainer if you want some exposure to Ethereum this bull run. I think what happens with Bitcoin dominance is we probably come down to somewhere between 50 to 60%. And then we head back up to 73%. That's what I think will happen. But I could be wrong. How many X's do I think Beam might hit? I think Beam can maybe get to like 5 billion in market cap. I think it can do like a 10x maybe. There's a bit of dilution, right? So maybe Beam could do a 10x. But yeah, the best beta play to Ethereum by far is Aerodrome. Let's check on what the market's doing right now. See if anything's happening. Bitcoin 109.3, Ethereum 26666, 666.6 it was, 0.5. Too many sixes on the Ethereum price. But yeah, Ethereum looking good right now, actually. Just need to get above that resistance I was outlining on the chart. It's going to be difficult. It'll be interesting to see what happens when we approach these prices here. Of course, my group will be very, very active in the bear market. We'll be shorting coins. We'll be getting into short-term trades. It's going to be extremely profitable and active in the bear market, 100%. I made a bunch of my money in the bear market. I made a bunch of my money this bull run. During the bear market, when Bitcoin was at like 15 to 30K, that period, I made crazy gains. And in the actual downward movement, when we were crashing, I made crazy gains. I'm saying this truthfully. I don't think there's been a single day in my life where I've made more money than the day that Luna crashed. The day Luna crashed, I shorted it all the way down, and then I opened a long at the bottom. Basically, at the rock bottom price, I opened a long on Luna, and the thing freaking pumped like 20x or something stupid because it crashed so much. There was then a sucker rally that pumped loads. I got out after like a 10x on that sucker rally, and man, I don't think I made more money a single day in my life than that one day Luna crashed. So it's all about spotting opportunities to the upside and the downside. Right now, I'm biased in the direction of the market going up. But in the bear market, I'll be biased in terms of the market going down, and I'll literally get into short positions. And I'll teach people how to do that in the Discord group when the time comes. But that time isn't here just yet. But I highly recommend people get in the Discord group through the VIP membership to take advantage of not only this bull run, but also the bear market. You can make money when we go down. You can make money when we go up. Doesn't matter. We're going to be capitalizing on the market swings. And I did want to mention as well, I am going to be increasing the price very shortly for the VIP. Once Bitcoin makes an official all-time high, I'm probably going to be raising the price to somewhere between 140 to 150 per month. So that's for new members who join after the price hike. But if you join now, you'll be locked in at that current price, 135. So I do recommend if you're contemplating joining, you just join now to prevent the price hike that's going to be coming inevitably. Why just mid caps? It's not just mid caps. I have some low caps as well. I just talk about them more in the Discord. They're riskier. Move looks like a decent buy here. Let's take a look at movement. I haven't actually researched this one too much, so I don't know a ton about it. I've got to be honest with you. It's had a lot of consecutive red candles there. But it is in that golden pocket, looking nice. Yeah, well said, man. I've researched Move a little bit, but not a ton. I need to research it more, but not looking bad. Let's take a look at the Stokes. Stochastic RSIs look reset. It's in the golden pocket. Could be a bottom. It's possible. Good shout. I might actually get Cryptex to take a deeper look at this chart. If you guys don't know who Cryptex is, he is the technical analyst for my group. He's an absolute genius. I don't think I've ever spoke to a guy smarter than him in the TA space. And I know a lot of guys in the TA space. A lot of guys. He's by far the smartest. So I'm gonna just message him here. What do you think about the move chart? And talking about Cryptex, he's actually going to be doing a TA workshop, kind of like a live tutoring session regarding TA over in the mentor tier tomorrow. That is tomorrow. So strongly recommend people make that call. It's going to be a live tutoring session going through technical analysis from the bottom to the top. And you're going to have a great opportunity to have any questions answered as well about charting from him. Whether you're a complete beginner, you've just started, or whether you're an intermediate or more advanced, you're going to gain a ton from that class. So I strongly recommend you get on it on the mentor tier. And I forgot to mention, there is actually a little discount code you can use, which expires tomorrow. That code is TA. You'll save 25% off if you use that code at checkout. TA at checkout, 25% off you'll save. Expires tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, my call on Bitcoin dominance has been going pretty accurately so far. A lot of other people are telling me it's just going to keep pumping and pumping and pumping going into the 70s. And I said I did expect some significant drawdown as we hit that 786 fib level at 66%. And we've seen that. So I'm very happy to see that, because not only was I correct, but it's also good for the altcoins. It's good being right, and it's good making money. So, both of those things are good. Next stop, probably the 60s to the low 50s. We'll see on Bitcoin dominance. Probably. Obviously, anything can happen. There could be a war tomorrow, which would bring the price of Bitcoin dominance higher, or the percentage higher. Do I think Bitcoin hits 5,000 in the bear market? Not 5,000. Maybe 30 or 50,000, but not 5,000. I don't see it going that low. But yeah, there is diminishing returns to the upside and the downside. So that means the bear markets won't be as brutal. It also means the bull markets won't be as parabolic. So that works both ways, correct? But yeah, guys, I am going to wrap up the stream here. I appreciate you all tuning in. Please smash the likes if you got any bit of value or enjoyment from the stream. Helps out a ton. Also encourages me to do more live streams. Remember that mentor call is tomorrow. TA session. It might run for a couple hours. It's going to be going over the charts. Basically how to read the charts to an expert level. It's going to be a great class. It's going to be live. So get on that mentor meeting tomorrow. Use the code TA at checkout. You'll save 20%, 25% actually off the mentor tier. And if you can't afford that, then at least get on the VIP. And if you can't afford that, then book a free call, because I'm doing this to help you guys out. You can get your portfolio reviewed on an absolutely free of charge call. No brainer. I don't see why anyone would not do this. It's just completely free. And you'll be able to see the availability when you click that link in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next live stream tomorrow.